Hello. Thought I'd give you another update on how my garden's going here in the desert of Gilbert, Arizona. You may have seen in the last video these flowers went to seed in the fall and kind of sprouted themselves, and they're getting bigger. They're really beautiful. So they're doing really well in the pot. Okay, so let me take you over and show you how the vegetables are doing. Alright, so my chives have still flowering. Lots and lots of flowers. Still not eating those. Here's the grapevine. It's even bigger. Let me show you some grapes. Here's a good one down here. They're getting better. They're bigger. But still a bunch of lima beans on this one. And these ones I'm just kind of letting them do what they want to do. So the grapevine and the lima beans are growing together. They're completely intertwined, and I'm just kind of letting them do their thing. This is a huge tomato plant. I have trimmed it a little bit, believe it or not, but I have gotten so many yummy tomatoes from here. You can see they're just like way down in there. I think I picked probably maybe 2 pounds today. Oh, here's a little, this one got smashed. We're having a pool pump problem, so I had to move the plant. It was all right here on the ground, so some of them are getting smashed, but same, I'm just kind of letting it do its thing and grow wild. It grew from the compost, so I didn't plant that one either. Okay, over here, these flowers are getting bigger too. Very beautiful. These are my daughters. These are my jalapenos, and we're starting to see some flowers, so we should probably be getting some peppers pretty soon. The lettuce is completely eaten by the lizards. There's nothing left. Check out the corn. It's huge. It's doing really well still. I mean, when I look at how strong and big the stalks are, I feel like a farmer. But those are doing well. So here's the cucumbers, and they're starting to grow up. Here's the biggest one here. Kind of growing up the trellises, so I can show you. I just used some yarn that I had at home and tied them up, and then as they grow I'll take these little I'm not sure what these are called, but I'll wrap them around the trellis to try and guide them. Sometimes it'll stay, sometimes it won't. And one came apart, but see how I've just kind of put the plant, and so it's propping itself on the trellis, and it works because it does guide it, and it's kind of stays on the trellis as it goes up. So I'm just guiding it a little bit, but it's got a lot of flowering, so I should start to see some fruit pretty soon. And I do see the bees out here doing their work, so that's a good thing. But I'm gonna have a lot of cucumbers. I think we have a lot of cucumber plants. Here's the tomatoes. I've been harvesting every day from the tomatoes, and I'm making tomato soup tonight. We have so many. I've been giving them away. I have just pounds and pounds of fruit. This plant here doesn't have any red right now, but the rest of them have red tomatoes. We're working on a lot. I had to pull these flowers out. Mostly. See, what I do is I chop it down, and then as it starts to die, it's really easy to pull out of the soil. Whereas if I were to pull it out right after I trimmed it, it would have picked a lot more soil up. And since I have a tomato plant right here, I didn't want to do that. So I find that if I wait for it to die a little more, it's easier to pull out of the ground. This one, I left some of the leaves. I was just kind of doing an experiment to see, but you can see these leaves are really yellow. I think it's just too hot for this plant, but I'll leave it a little longer and kind of experiment with it. Here's my small garden. This one doesn't get as much sun, but these tomatoes are still, that one's probably almost good to pick, but they're doing really well. This is the corn over here not doing well. I mean, you can see how big the other corn are, planted at the same time. These ones just don't get as much sun over here. So maybe in the summer when it's really hot, these ones will start growing. So I'll leave them in here and see how it goes. The banana peppers are doing really, really well. This one is really tall. And I've gotten, I pulled 2 off yesterday. So I get maybe 5 a week from these plants. And then this is the jalapeno plant that's over here. Again, it's not getting as much sun. You can see how big the other ones are. So again, when it's really hot in the summer, this is when I might see these ones do better. So that's it for the update on my garden. Thanks for watching.